welcome back to the Goodell life. Today I'm doing a video on some things that we purchased that were kind of gimmicky or as seen on TV, but that I actually turned out to really like and would actually even buy again if they ended up breaking or dying or anything like that. First one that we love, and we actually own I think like 8 of them in various sizes, are these Rubbermaid, what are they called? Fresh Veg Technology things. So they come with a little tray, which is what I like about them inside, and that keeps the moisture away from your fruits and vegetables that you put in them. And it has a little vent as well. They're not one of the ones where you need to get replacement carbon inserts to help with the freshness, and they're dishwasher safe, so that's perfect. I actually just store a lot of mine in the fridge because I'm short on storage space, and we've used them for about a year now, and I've noticed a huge difference in when I put my produce and fruits inside of it versus when I don't. This really is noticeable too in the summer when we get quite hot. It can get to about 40 degrees Celsius where I'm at in Canada, so I'm in one of the few deserts we have. And my produce will wilt super fast, and it's very frustrating because you spend a good money on it, but this has saved us a lot of time. So this one, hopefully not this specific one, but I've had these items for at least 10 years, maybe longer, and it's the twisty towels for when you get out of the shower. And I use this every time I shower. Honestly, it seems so gimmicky because you're like, oh, well, why can't you just wrap a normal towel around your hair? But having longer hair and my hair gets tangled really easily, I find that this helps a lot. You can see this one's even dyed, like the little elastics are all there, so I've tied a hair tie around here to tuck it in. So you just put it on your head, twist, 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 tuck it in there, and it works great. My hair dries a lot faster when I use it too, I've noticed, and they're a lot lighter, so your neck doesn't hurt and your hair just dries faster, which is nice. This one, I didn't buy the name brand one because I didn't know what the name brand one was, but I knew that there was like a patented version of it, and it's a detangler brush. I have very fine hair, though I do have a lot of it, and it is thinning, which kills me. But it gets knotted so easily. If I wear a scarf, I have mats all in the back of my hair. If I put my hair up and I sleep in it, mats. If I put my hair down, mats. I'm just like a poodle. I'm just full of mats. And I find a lot of hair brushes really just yank out entire chunks of my hair. It's been terrible. I've cried a lot of times with my parents brushing my hair as a kid because it would just be like handfuls of hair. But this one I was really skeptical on, but I figured it was like $4 at Winners, why not? And I love it. I've had it just over a year now, I want to say, and it has various sizes and depths of these little plastic teeth. And I can use it wet or dry, and it makes my hair detangled so nicely. I don't have to fight with it. Sometimes with the bigger knots, I have to go through it a few times. But for $4, I mean, I've spent $20, $25 on hair brushes just to break out the wire teeth, is that what they're called? Teeth, out of it when I'm brushing my hair because it'll get so knotted. And especially, you know, the ones that have the little balls on the top, the little plastic balls, those end up all over the bathroom within weeks. And this doesn't have any of that. It's great. I have a couple that have like bent, but I'll take that for $4. This is one that I actually got after seeing, I think, an ad on Instagram, which might be the only time I've ever done that. And it's the tub shroom. So ours, I cleaned it out, it's not gross, is a little bit discolored just based off of the water that we have here. We have a water thing downtown where it'll turn things kind of pink, so you can see it's a little bit discolored. But we've been using this probably for 2 years, and you can see it's still in like perfect condition. I mean, it's a little bit discolored like I said, but for 2 years, that's great. I hate taking my hair out of the tub. That is 100% Joe's job, and I know it sounds ridiculous because it's my own hair, but even when I lived on my own, I absolutely hated it. I would gag every time. It's a texture thing for me. Oh, so gross. And growing up, I was always that girl that, like, you know, you put your hair on the wall of the shower and you twist it around in a circle to grab off. We all know what we're talking about. Don't act like it's like some stupid, gross habit you've never done, because everybody does it. But this one helps so much. I don't have to do that anymore. I just wash it all down, and then like every couple days we can take it out and just grab some paper towel or toilet paper and pull it off, and it comes off super easy. I found a lot of those bigger round ones that are flat just end up clogged and you can't get them clean. I ended up throwing them all out because I hated them so much and would never use them. I would actually end up taking them out of the shower when I was showering because it would annoy me so much, and then your drain gets clogged, and then Joe's like, why is the drain clogged? We have all these things. And I'm like, oh, I don't know. But this one I can actually use, which is great. This is something that needs to be washed because I forgot to do towels this week, and usually I throw this in with my towels, but it's a blind cleaner. And I mean, what a great invention, because I hate cleaning blinds. I am not the tallest person. I just can't really reach up that high, and I hate that I'm very picky in that I like to wash the top and bottom of the blinds. I know that sounds like I'm being picky, but I just maybe know a lot of people who don't do both sides, and that's why I think, I don't know, maybe I'm weird, maybe they're weird, who knows what's the right way. But this I can put on, so this is like your little blind, put on, and then you squeeze and you pull it. Actually, you're supposed to go this way, and then it doesn't cramp your hand as much. And it's just a little microfiber little cloth thing. You can see how gross it is after washing my blinds the other day. And you can throw it in the washing machine, and I usually put it in the dryer too with my towels. And you just put it back in its little home when you're done, and there you go. And it doesn't take up a lot of space, but it helps so much with cleaning blinds. I think I got this on an aisle cap at a grocery store. Probably paid too much money for it, but for the amount of time it has saved and just the ingeniousness of such an invention that makes so much sense, and I don't know why it didn't exist in the 90s when my mom would make me clean blinds, that I think it's worth like at least $15. That's just my opinion. So this one, I actually have two of them because I love them so much, and one's dying and I might have to replace it soon because I like them. So it's like, I can't remember what they were called, but it was as seen on TV, and it just slides. So you put it like on your counter, and then we have ours with a coffee pot and then one with my blender on it, and we just slide it in and out so that when you're doing your coffee, you can slide it out from underneath where the cupboards are, do your coffee thing, put your food in your blender, slide it back in so it's out of the way. I know it sounds like, oh, well, why can't you just put it back? Well, a lot of times with the heavier things like the blender, it is kind of heavy. It sticks and it doesn't move very nice, but this just makes it nice and easy. And I think it's a silly purchase, but I actually really enjoy them, and I would buy another one because it's just a lot easier for cleanup. Some people probably think it's a waste, but I love mine. And the last thing I have today is known, well, I don't know if it's known, from the Big Bang Theory, where Sheldon Cooper folds his shirts. Joe and Oliver purchased these at the same time after seeing it on the Big Bang Theory, and it's the clothes folder. I think you can still get them at the As Seen on TV stores in the mall. And I thought it was really gimmicky, and I made fun of them for the longest time about these. But ours is kind of starting to break, I think, and we might actually buy another one. It even has instructions on it, which I think is hilarious because it's pretty self-explanatory. You put your shirt down, put your little sleeves on the side, fold one side in, fold other side in. If you have long-sleeved or long-armed people like Joe in your house, do it again. And then you just flip it up, and it makes it into a perfect little square the size of this, or a rectangle, that's not a square. And they all store so nicely together. They all fold down nice like that. easy to store. I keep mine by our laundry hamper and suitcase because that's in the same spot for us in our closet. But we've had that, oh, I want to say 5 years, if not longer, maybe 6 or 7, and it's still going strong. I don't know how Oliver broke his so fast, but we use ours multiple times a week every time I do laundry, and I love it. As some of you might know or have seen, in our closet we have baskets on shelves, and so that little rectangle is a perfect size to fit in the basket for Joe's shirts. I don't use it for mine because I hang all my clothes, but for all of his t-shirts it just works great. So that's all I have for you today. I forgot to mention this earlier, but none of these items were sponsored. These are just things that I've used for some of them multiple years and even a decade, and love them a lot, so I thought I'd share that with you. As always, like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.
Okay. Stop talking, I was sneaking.
That wasn't sneaking.
Yeah, it was. I was walking so my feet didn't make the clippy sound.
That was definitely not sneaking.
As a flat foot. Okay, you're going to edit this out with a fancy cutscene.
Okay.
I do not consent to my feet being in this.
Okay.